Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Waltons review where we are reviewing the Dust Bowl Cousins. With me, I got Resolute Germ. How are you doing?
Not too bad. How you doing, Gorilla?
Well, apparently I'm an asshole. You know that? Because I just got home from work there, and I like had only been home for like 15 minutes there, and I had some lady come knocking on my door going, you should really get your sidewalk shoveled, blah 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 there. And I was like, okay. So I put my shoes on and I put my coat on. I went outside. I grabbed the shovel there and I handed it to her going, if it's really bothering you that bad, you can start shoveling.
I don't know how you people function with snow that high. You should all be locked down for the winter. Poke your head up around the end of March, April, and just wait for the bears to come out and tell you the coast is clear.
Yeah. The drifts are only 6 feet high. Well, actually, probably 5 feet, however tall the car is. Just right up to the roof of the car.
I would be in a cave somewhere, sleeping it out.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you gotta do what you gotta do. So,
Keep
right.
going. I'll be back in a minute.
All right, we'll start with our synopsis here.
Whenever I look back to those days when I was growing up in the Great Depression, I'm always convinced that I came from a remarkable family. It wasn't that my brothers and sisters and I were sheltered from the realities of those difficult times. It was simply that our mother and father had a way of making more of what we had and less of what we didn't have.
Have more, Grandpa.
Alrighty, so this is the one show that it does a synopsis and an epilogue there that I don't think any show is really matched. I mean, they do a good job with the synopsis and epilogues here in every episode. So they're to give you the gist of what you're watching and what you have watched and stuff. But here we start out, everybody's having dinner and stuff. And apparently Mary Ellen can smell them all the way out in the barn. Oh, right here, I wanted to show this part. This here made me laugh. So let's go back just a second. Right here. Oh. There.
Bee tree. I spotted an old oak tree just buzzing with bees up in John Boy's meadow the other day.
Why do you call it John Boy's Meadow, Grandpa? He's never going to farm it. Be too busy being a rider.
I named it John Boy's meadow the day he was born.
See, I just like how Grandpa can just sternly say something, but nobody's ever really offended. But he's like the stern grandfather that you need. You know, a guiding force, a good guiding force. So then, he does something that ticks Grandma off.
That's why. Besides, riders can be farmers too, can't they?
You're going at the beehive, Grandpa?
I like getting an early start smoking on them bees.
Yeah. Well, apparently that's how you get the honey. Is you're supposed to smoke the bees out, so they all hide away or run away. And then you can go ahead and get the honey, no problem.
You're too old to go traipsing around that mountain.
Ever since we got married, my old sweetheart just can't stand me out of her sight.
You think you're doing, you old fool.
See, I just like that little funny back and forth between Grandma and Grandpa. They're like it's playful arguing and fighting, but it's like playful. So, just that. All right. So, everybody's having fun. Then apparently we come across this old truck that's barely yunk away, sparking up. They don't even know if they're going to make it. Then let's see if I can just shoot it ahead like 2 seconds. All right, so yeah, he runs a stoplight, causing I couldn't quite make out who the driver was, but they start winging some pretty damn good insults.
You slug-bellied sodbuster!
Oh, that was Yancey and slug-bellied sodbuster. Oh, that was good.
You slab-headed ridge runner! I tell you, there ain't nothing on God's green earth dumber than a backcountry sorghum laugher!
All right, so yeah, that just made me laugh, just spewing the insults like that. Oh, and I forgot to say hello to Pop Culture Curator. There, welcome to the stream. So yeah, we don't, but we know that her name's Cora, and that's Ham. We'll later learn that his name's Job. So they come to the store here. There, apparently, for every $1.25 order from Ike, there they get 2 free jawbreakers there. But they only sent $1 with them, so they had to put the cans of peaches back and stuff. So, anyhow. So they had to forget, because that's the one thing about Olivia. She does not do credit, which is a good thing to do. She will absolutely do nothing on credit. If they can't afford it, they ain't having it. So, then we keep going. So Jason puts it back. So then they show up at the store. They're leaving it just as they're pulling up. And they can tell they're not from around here. They try to silently enter the store, you know. No, but you know, very quietly, not during the bell. But Ike hears them anyhow, so he orders crackers, cheese, and 2 sodas there. And they're talking about how they're from Kansas and stuff, and they left in a cloud of dust. Then, so here we have them still.
Had me a farm.
So yeah, you can see they pocketed some apples in that.
Wind blew it clear into Missouri.
Yeah, then they're talking about how they lost their farm. They got blown in all their stuff got blown into Missouri.
Okay, here's your dimes worth of cheese. And here's a nickel's worth of crackers coming up. And then we're going to be adding to that.
You know, it's funny how I could just grab the crackers just like that and have it measured out. He doesn't do it by weight. Here, just a second. So, all right, so let's play this again.
Anything else? That's 34 cents.
34 cents. That sounds like a hell of a deal. Nice, but of course, with all inflation over the years, that sounds like one hell of a deal.
Deep ain't it, mister?
9 cents for the apples in your boy's pocket.
Yeah. See, I got you. He has a sharp eye there. Apparently, he was able to spot the apples getting put in the boy's pocket.
Some folks do almost anything nowadays to help their family.
Yeah, they will.
Oh, we got the loser brigade.
Yep, or just got the next thing. I played the thing with Grandpa's thing there. Now, I got a question. In this show, does every person that's supposed to be made out as a bad person have weird-ass names?
Those weren't weird names at the time.
Oh, Ham and Job? Because we also had cousin, what's-his-face? That's the Baldwin's cousin. I can't remember his name anymore.
All quite normal.
Okay. So, finish this off here.
Some will.
I'm paying and I'm apologizing, mister. I'm sorry. 34 cents.
I'm sorry I took them apples, mister. I truly am.
Sorry, he got caught.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think Ike actually forgives him, or is he just pissed and he's hiding? He's just being his polite self.
He's being polite.
Yeah, you can tell he's kind of pissed. You know, because they don't have.
Unfortunately, Ike fell for the oldest scam, one of the older scams in the book.
What's that?
He fell for the decoy.
Yeah.
Air here smells good, don't it? Ain't smelled for a long time.
Yeah, you apparently can't smell too much in Kansas there when it's all blown away.
Oh, you can smell plenty. It's just the dust, the rot, and the disparity.
Yeah.
Not either. All right, all right. Tell your ma you saved up. Old Silas Gully Jumper ain't as smart as he thought he was.
So they got some bacon and some peaches. The exact same peaches that John Boy had to put away.
Yep.
I'm surprised that truck even made it from Kansas, to be honest.
Oh, it was probably brand spanking new when he left Kansas.
Yeah. No,
He drove it right off the lot, right behind the owner's back.
Yeah. And then Mary Ellen's wishing to go visit some aunt out in Washington there. Yeah, this was pretty funny too. I'll play the short, like 5 seconds.
20 miles past Charlottesville, it just drops off into nothing.
Oh yeah, he said the Earth's flat, and after Charlottesville, it just falls off to nothing. And this is a weird place to pause it. Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna give up tobacco. Then apparently they see him coming. They're wondering who the hell is in that old rust bucket. Then they find out it's Cousin Gord and her husband Ham. They want everybody to meet. They invite him inside. They tell him, "Oh, we're just going by. We're going to stay here for a couple weeks to a month until he gets some letter from what was it? Something news, Newport News or something."
Some city down south. It's someplace down south, if all I remember.
Yeah. Then they said they ate much, but they brought him some gifts. They brought him the peaches and some bacon. I thought that was a piece of ribs there at first. I didn't know that was actual bacon. Oh, just a second.
Ribs, bacon. Physically speaking, they're not too far off from each other. You got the ribs on the upper, bacon cut from the nice soft underbelly. Nothing better than some nice tender bacon cuts. Best part of the hog.
Yeah, okay, I'm back. He's talking to his grandma there. So they say 2 weeks at most, but they'll be here. There it is, Newport. He's got promised a job at Newport News. So apparently they lost their farm. They're getting introduced to him. There, and Ben, so you should stay a little bit longer. We've been praying that the people out west get some rain there. Then Cam makes some comment about God wanted the rain, they shouldn't have to pray for it.
Funny thing was, rain was only half the problem.
Yeah.
is all those city folk coming out and doing weekend farming.
Well, what the problem was is for the Midwest here was set on the grasslands there.
Yeah.
They kept the dirt in place and then they plowed it all up for crops and stuff. But once you harvest the crops, there's nothing keeping that dirt there. The wind picked it up, and the stuff couldn't grow because the wind kept blowing the stuff away.
And that's why the government subsidizes keeping your land down for a season. I believe it's like 20%, 25%. But it's the biggest domestic subsidy in the country.
Well, what they did too during the Great Depression, also or during the Dust Bowl, is they planted all kinds of trees out west to kind of act as a wind block too.
Well, they tried in some spots.
Yeah, it seemed to work.
When you get far enough out west, there was a natural tree block because most of a good portion of when you got out here to Washington, Oregon, even Northern California, there's this natural dam of forest.
Yeah, but they wanted to get them further east so that it could act more. I'm wondering why why we get so many tornadoes in the summertime. There's because they made bigger wind blocks than what already was here.
That's just because you're flat. That's just because you're flat. You're
getting
those before the humans showed up.
Well, you get the southern warm southern air mixed with the northwest cold air mixing that forms a rotation is how the tornadoes in that form.
Yep. So you have that nice long tornado alley.
Yeah. All right. So apparently Cora and Ham are going to take John and Olivia's room. John's going to bunk with the younger boys. Olivia's going to bunk with the girls. Then John Boy's going to share a room with Job. So that makes for an awkward thing there.
Not really. You got that many people in the house already.
Yeah. And apparently Job doesn't feel welcome there.
Well, yeah, he's a freaking crook.
Yeah, well, they don't.
Of course, going to feel off around a bunch of nice, honest people.
Yeah. So then he starts flirting with Mary Ellen there. Or starts asking questions. Apparently, they're around the same age. Until
she's a few years younger.
Oh, is she? Until was it Ben that came in, or was it Jason? They're talking about. Yeah, they're all talking about him coming over, all the places he's been. He's been like Pittsburgh, Chicago, Wichita, Des Moines. Yeah, Jason comes in and tells them that that Ham wants him to help cut some wood. So then they ask him how old they are. Then I'll pause it. So Elizabeth's asking Jim Bob like what's kin and all that, and they said it's like your relative, people you're related to. Then she goes, "Well, are we kin? No, we're just brother and sister."
Close enough.
And then Cora talks about when they get settled, how she wants a garden and stuff. And apparently Ham can't put down his roots.
I'm not sure he can do pretty much anything. He's what you would call a natural loser.
Yeah. Now, did you catch that they referenced the very first movie?
Oh, yeah. When they mentioned that John was working off in wherever he was working.
Yeah, about the town that's 50 miles. No, and then that's when at the end of the movie they decided to start a sawmill. And now that they don't make as much money, but he's always home. So, and apparently she used to have a cactus and too. It was bloomed like a month ago. Apparently they're easy to grow.
Yeah, but old Ham managed to kill that too.
Yeah.
Along with his crops and along with his marriage.
Yeah. And now they're fixing up his truck. Apparently John's doing all the works, but they actually do get it running pretty smooth. He's a pretty handy mechanic. Cleaned the carburetor, cleaned up the plugs, color good. So they asked like how much
thing too. Ham never gonna get that done.
Right.
Yeah. And apparently they got 12 acres of land, which really isn't that much. Like the average farmer around here has, like when they're first selling the West, each farmer got like 160 acres. But it's all divided between the 7 kids equally. And John Boy apparently got some meadow.
Well, apparently a few less kids now.
Why a few less?
Well, what's her name's daddy's apparently dead.
Yeah, and that all went to Zeb. So he got screwed out.
That's what probably John Boy's meadow is, and a good portion of what John's land is.
Yeah.
That is, if he has any of his brothers left.
They're scattered all over the place. And apparently, there's plenty of land left.
Hey, Greg, welcome to the show.
Yeah, apparently you can work for shares of the land. And hey there, Oiler Greg. Yeah, I know. Yeah, until he started putting damn computers and shit and everything.
Work for shares, that was that was hired on, and I believe that was government projects too.
Yeah. So they go in there, listen to the radio. All the Waltons are laughing, but Cora and them aren't. They're all enjoying it and stuff. And Oiler Greg, I got the link up there if you remember seeing this episode, if you want to come on up. Then John Boy's right in there. And I'm not going to play it. It was some good stuff, though. He was writing some good stuff.
Yeah. He really pegged his relatives pretty well.
Now, I got a question. What the hell is rabbit tobacco?
Really cheap crap.
Okay, because apparently he comes in to get some strawberries and that from their fruit thing there, and Olivia just happens to be coming out now. Goes, she wants him to help scrub some potatoes, and John Boy's like, "Oh, I'll go get them. Like that's not suspicious at all. As soon as he volunteers something like that, to go, "Oh no, I'll get." Like John Boy might not have been too suspicious of that. No, I'll go get them. I just want to play Olivia's reaction to this.
Don't go away. I want you to help me scrub some potatoes.
Well, I'll get them. It's all right, Mom. You don't have to.
You get those.
Yeah, was that not suspicious at all?
Well, not from a good boy like John Boy.
Yeah.
He's very helpful.
Yeah.
Unlike the
Grandma.
one that she's going to catch.
Yeah. All right. Here's what I wanted to show.
Ellen, you will go to your room and you will learn 10 verses of the Bible before supper.
That's like the standard punishment for you. You think this one here would at least call for freaking 20? That's like the standard for punishment. It's like,
well, it would be more if she thought they had done something.
Yeah.
If she was smoking for the reason people normally smoke together, it would have been your 100 verses, and you're going to help us clean up the body afterward.
Yeah.
Any back talk and you will learn 15.
Wait,
And put on something decent.
I didn't even catch what she was wearing. Yeah.
You watch your step, young man.
Back when the person could actually tell the other kid not to. Oh.
Just don't smoke rabbit tobacco, Oiler Greg. Smoke the good stuff.
Okay, so she got a pair of Daisy Dukes on there, but I didn't think they had those short shorts back then, or at least I didn't think Olivia would have let that in her house.
Well, at some point when the legs get cut up, you have to make allowances. So
yeah,
they may be bad jeans, but they're good shorts. So
yeah,
don't have to buy anything new.
Yeah, and Oiler Greg says Dad would take his cars on the highway and go over 100 miles an hour and blow the carburetor out. Yeah, and don't trust the good kid. Now I want to smoke. Well, we're not stopping you, Oiler. If you want to smoke, go for it.
Yeah, but get the high quality stuff, not the crap the kids are smoking.
Yeah. So yeah, now they're at Godzi's. Apparently they brought Aaron along. So they're just sitting there talking there, and and while Dyke's back's turned, he sneaks some tobacco there. Well, nobody noticed except Aaron did. There, and John pulls off the side, tells him he got some electrical work. Apparently, Ike had some electrical work he needed done, and John knows how to do that kind of stuff. So he says he'll do some electrical work there because he had some bacon that they've been eating there. Even though Job tries to say, no, I picked that up in Kentucky. But they knew it was Ike's bacon. I suppose he smokes it himself.
Yeah. Either there or he buys it from the farm.
So he must buy the raw bacon, and then he just smokes it himself.
Likely, or he buys it smoked from whatever farmer sold it to him.
No, they said in the show that nobody smokes bacon like Ike.
Oh.
Then that's when they talk about. He's wondering what happened to Cora's daddy's portion of the land. It turns out that part of John Boy's meadow belonged to Matt something. So he's trying to get a hold of that land.
Yeah, that'd be John's older brother.
Yeah. So John's gonna pay off for the bacon they stole by doing the electrical work here. And Aaron there's wondering what to do, because she spotted him stealing the tobacco, and he gave the tobacco to John.
I guess pop culture knows what rabbit tobacco is.
Oh. Don't name your kid Oiler. Oh. Let's start with cigars only, perhaps with cognac or cognac. Don't name your kid Ham. Well, that's the father's name, but yeah. So rabbit tobacco equals Alabama tribe edit. The Alabama tribe used to compound decoction of a treatment for nervousness and sleepiness, and a decoction as a face wash for nerves and insomnia. Oh, cool! The Cherokee used it in a compound for muscle cramps, local pains, and twitching, and apply a infusion of it over scratches made over muscle cramp pain. Oh, that's pretty good information to know. Maybe the kids nowadays could use that to fucking relax and not fucking have to fucking spaz out about everything. Greg says that's some nice information there. So apparently Ben here is making an airplane. The chat. He's gonna go show him John Boy's meadow. Apparently, it must not be too far. So then, yeah, she's complimenting him and all that. Apparently, she's airing out a quilt. This episode went by pretty fast, though.
Yeah.
Oh, and John Boy, she's like Aaron. This was awfully rude to John Boy there, because Aaron asked John Boy there, if she sees something, someone do something bad, she tell him, because she spotted. And he goes, "Don't be a tattletale. Get the hell out of here." Is pretty much the gist of it. Only John Boy can put it better than I can.
Yeah, considering what happened that morning, it'd be a topic that gets to him.
Yeah. Like, would you narked out Marion?
I would have said, go ask your father.
Oh, no, let's talk about when Marion got caught smoking.
Well, if I was John Boy, I would have threatened Job at that point, because you know his intentions.
Yeah, and can you really get mad at Mary Ellen since John smokes tobacco, and apparently it's a miracle weed. But can you blame it because he smokes a? Can she really get mad because John smokes a pipe? So,
well, that's his right. She's still a little girl, and has to realize that there's stuff adults do and stuff kids do. And give her another 5 to 10 years before she's doing what adults do.
Yeah. So, yeah. Apparently John's truck's fixing again, so he's taking Job's, and now it's running all fine in that.
And over Greg, he did not rat out his sister. He actually tried to cover for her.
Yeah. Well, obviously, but he did try to cover for her. So apparently, Zeb's giving Ham their job to do of placing manure on the tulips there because they weren't looking so good. So he showed them where the manure was.
Well, at least he's trying to at least look like he's helpful.
All right. This here was a good scene. This is the exact. Hey, that actually, because I did kind of look it up, but I didn't get too much information. I think that's rabbit weed right there in the background. Kind of looks like the picture I seen, but I couldn't quite figure out what the hell they were saying. That Google wasn't very helpful. But this is the exact definition of what you would call a cousin humper, and stopping down too hard will make them want to do it more. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, I've never had actually fished like that. I wonder how well that works. The string
Depends where you're fishing.
Yeah, I've always wanted to try fly fishing, but I don't want to spend all the money on the fly fishing rod, especially if I'm not going to use them that much. See, what you should do is be putting like a cricket or something on it and just doing the fly fishing where you cast it out. As soon as it hits the water, you yank it back. Cast it out. As soon as it hits the water, yank it back there so the fish thinks it's a bug landing on the surface of the water.
Any bites?
Wrong time of day, I guess.
Kind of nice being here. Just the two of us.
It's a pretty spot, isn't it?
Nobody for miles.
You could tell he has something on his mind there. He's just being polite at the second there. You can tell he has something on his mind. And we all know what that is.
What you getting at?
I don't know. Fool around, maybe?
Job, you come near me and I'll bash your head in with a rock.
Good answer.
No need to be so touchy.
Too bad we don't actually get to see it. Oh, this was another good scene. I'll play this one.
Uncle Ham?
Lady?
If somebody does something wrong, the important thing is for them to set it right.
Wrong been done?
I saw you snitch that tobacco for Mike Godsey.
Well, you saw wrong. That Yancey Tucker fellow was standing right with me when I put that dime on the counter.
Yancey was on the other side of the store when you took that tobacco.
God, he thinks she's dumber than she is. Well, I'm not saying she's dumb, but he thinks she's dumb enough to believe that.
It's not about dumb. He wants to intimidate his way into making her think that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Elder Greg says, constantly casting gets old quick. Yeah, it does, but it can get you some bites.
Not if the fish aren't there.
Well, fish will wait until you tire out and eat the bait then. Not necessarily. I've seen people have good luck with that, that there.
Yeah.
You are a real
Fishing all
disappointment.
depends on location.
Yeah.
Just like real estate.
I never thought I'd see a child of John and Livy's. Sass back, question their elders. Same as call them a liar to their faces. Now listen, you go on, you clear out of here. And you're just lucky that I don't tell your pa.
Yeah, because he's not going to tell your pa, because whose side do you think John's going to take?
Yeah, John used that excuse to pack you up in that truck and move you along.
God, here's another one where Job reads his diary there, and they get into an argument and all that. He calls him a coward and stuff. If I play this, then I'll definitely get a strike, though.
Yeah, move past it. This isn't the fight you really want to show.
Yeah, I'll show the real fight.
Everything all.
So John comes by. They basically want to say, well, Aaron cried herself to sleep. What was it?
Sleeping.
John Boy hasn't said a word to anybody. And what was the other one?
John Boy hasn't said a word to anyone. What if there's no letter?
Oh, okay. She overhears them. And like something about Mary Ellen was something. I can't remember. So John's being real understanding. So Cora just wants to get up and leave because she knows it's the end of the month and they're wearing out their welcome.
Yeah,
I think he's actually
Olivia's her old friend, and John is her cousin. Huh?
That's her sister, I thought.
No, just friend. They grew up together.
Okay, I thought I thought it was her sister. So she's John's cousin.
Yeah.
That's when he finds
her father was John's brother. So her father was probably one of the older boys. John's likely the youngest since his parents are living with him.
Okay. This is where we found out part of John Boy's meadow belonged to Matt Walton. And he's thinking he could work it. And she's not going to ask for any of the land. She doesn't think it'll belong to. I was thinking throughout the show that he was lying about getting a job at Newport News so she wouldn't leave his ass. I think she was getting ready to leave his ass. What do you think?
That's a good bet. He is probably over-exaggerating the job offer even to himself. They're likely being polite, and he warped it in his mind to say, "Oh yeah, it's a done deal."
Yeah. Or we'll give you a call back. Like, as soon as you hear that, you know you don't got the job. And apparently they don't. Oh,
this idiot figures, oh yeah, it's a done deal. I'm going to drive my family out there.
Yep.
Because he is a desperate loser.
Yeah. And apparently he doesn't want to work lands for shares. He wants his own land. I gotta wait for it to catch up here.
Get up.
All right. Barely gonna go pick up here. And he yells at him that he's not time to start trouble yet. Or don't be starting trouble. It's the worst. Because that boy has like the worst impeccable timing. I just wanted to show this tiny part.
Kind of like his old man.
Yeah. Here, I wanted to show this part here.
Good morning.
Sit down, Ham. Let me fix you some breakfast.
It'll be dinner time shortly.
I'll just have some coffee. I'll fetch it myself. Oh, boy, that supper you two whipped up last night. That can last me easy till noon.
Oh.
Where's John got to? Oh, speak of the devil. Good morning,
Ham. Oh, no, it's still a little bit further on. So he's trying to figure out what to do there. I'll start it from here.
I mean, I had such a great night's sleep last night. I'm just raring to go.
Yeah, that's why you're up by 10.
Ham, if you like, you can pick up a few things for me at Ike Godson's.
I'll be glad to, Grandma.
You can check on the mail while you're there.
Yeah, I don't know. Was that rude of Grandma, or she's just giving him a hint, nudge, nudge? Get your damn letter. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, that's about as rude as Grandma gets without grabbing the shotgun.
Yeah. You get to see the piss off look on her
You
face.
just write up the list and I'll go crank up the old flivver.
What the hell's a flivver?
I could only assume it was the truck.
Yeah, it's a truck, but like, what the hell's a? I've never heard that term before.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
A brand, maybe.
Maybe.
Ma. There's been nothing said that wasn't thought by the both of you.
And she is right. They were both saying it last night, so he can't get mad at her. So only she said it to his face, not behind their backs. Then apparently John Boy's telling him about what he wrote in the journal there. And Grandpa just tells him, well, if you believe it, then you can. It's like, yeah, what's the worst he could do is break his nose.
He may be overestimating Job at that point.
Yeah. And what's this thing that she's cranking on? Oh, wait. Never mind. That might be an old-time washer.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because she moves it back and forth. There must be a washer. Yeah, there's no letter. Because apparently it wasn't down there. And apparently John Boy's getting up there. Yeah. Now here's what we wanted to show.
Like that.
Scaring you wasn't what I had in mind.
No! Quit that!
So he's Weinsteining her, huh? Or would be Cosbying her, only without the drugs.
Well, this would be more like what's his name from House of Cards?
I haven't watched House of Cards.
It's not Costner. It's
maybe Euler could answer that one.
Yeah.
Because I can't. But here's
I'm thinking Job's the type that like it when they struggle.
Yeah. without flat out just saying the R word because YouTube doesn't like that term. There. Now this is the scene we've all been waiting for.
The Marines to the rescue.
Get in the house, Mary Ellen.
And John Boy's coming to the rescue.
Don't fight him, John Boy.
Don't let my being bigger than you stop you, panty waste.
Now, who do you think's gonna win this? The good old boy from the mountains there, or the Kansas City underfed Kansas City farm boy?
Well,
This is a question.
Job has the thickness, but John Boy has the height and the reach.
And not only that, John Boy. I'm pretty sure John Boy's been trained to hit. I'm pretty sure John's taught him a thing or two about defending yourself.
Yeah. Well, the only thing Ham taught that boy is how to lie, cheat, and steal.
Yeah. Yeah. Kick his ass! Kick his ass! Come on! Kick his ass! Yeah.
I would have liked this to be a little bit more one-sided in John Boy's favor.
Yeah, I don't think you get that, you know. Well, it is all one-sided in John Boy's favor because John Boy didn't have to grab a weapon.
Yeah, but they should have leaned it more towards John Boy, and then that he has to grab the pitchfork out of desperation to try to cheat.
Nah.
Because it's pretty equal when they're tussling around.
Yeah. And here comes Grandpa. I love how he puts John Boy behind him and just gives him the look like, I dare you. Try it, you fucking thug. I just like the look where he says, just try it, boy.
Two boys better come up something special to account for the way you look.
And by the scruffs of the neck into the house you fucking go. Yeah, so they're both getting their asses chewed out. Well, actually, they're trying to figure out why John Boy's acting like that, and Job's getting his ass chewed out.
Well, yeah, Job's getting them thrown out.
Yeah, then this is when everything that John... Here, let's play this part.
John Boy, you ready to tell us what this is all about?
No, sir, I'm not.
This is more than two youngsters fighting.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure Grandma's seen her share of fights between the boys, between her boys and all that throughout her years.
Yeah.
Job, you got anything to say?
I reckon not.
My guess is had something to do with what we was talking about in the strawberry patch.
Yeah, leave it to Grandpa just to spill all the beans there.
No, he hasn't really said anything.
No, just wait.
What?
Oh.
What it was.
But he's saying just enough to make John Boy confess what he wrote about the cousins.
As you wrote.
Yeah, but the whole attempted graping left that all out of it.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
About Grandpa?
Well, it seems Joby took exception to something John Boy wrote in his tablets.
It was all about us, Pa. About how he didn't think you were carrying your part of the load.
Well, in all fairness, him ain't. Like if you've done a little bit more. Yeah.
And how you and me and Ma were a burden to everybody. How he didn't think there was any letter coming at the end of the month at all.
Well, you're about a week overdue at this point.
Boy?
Yeah.
No, I reckon you just...
Yeah, he barely said it all. So apparently they're leaving. Ham wants to say, but Cora knew it's all out in the woods. They overstayed their welcome, and Cora's Cora's leaving. He wants to settle in Job Boy's meadow, but she's not taking the land and all that. So they're going to all pack up.
And that's why you need a good, strong wife, not a pushover. Because if you're a bit on the lesser side of a man, you need that good woman to prop you up. And Ham definitely needs that because he is not a great person naturally.
Yeah, this is a good show to show that, Olivia and John work well together, and this shows her that a good woman can change a man even though he's a piece of shit. And he is a piece of shit. Whenever times gets tough, he runs away. And then not only that, he's him and his boys try to steal everything. If it's not nailed down, they'll probably steal it from you, and you're not looking.
Yep. But apparently, that's the type of man, whatever her name is, has history with, because her daddy was the same way.
Yeah.
She doesn't want John's boy meadow because her no good, no account father sold it back to Zeb.
All right, just
a part that did not show that apparently Matt Walton was a bit of a vagabond and didn't take to the whole country life and had to sell the land that he got from his father back to Zeb because he needed the cash. Probably to run away from the impending birth of his child. Which puts Ham just one step above the runaway father.
all right. Yeah. Sorry, I had a phone call. My kid's going.
No problem.
My kid's getting picked up tonight. Oh.
Yeah. No problem. I just ran down Matt Walton.
Okay.
We heard from Cora a few times after they left. They settled finally in upstate New York, in a place called the Mohawk Valley, and they did all right farming. Grandpa used to say that Ham must have learned one of the Walton secrets in spite of himself. That the world wasn't, like the song said, just a bowl of cherries, but that you had to go out and climb the tree and bark your shins a few times doing it and pick those cherries yourself.
John boy? I'm much obliged to you.
Good night, Mary Ellen.
Yeah. All right. So this is the end of the episode there. I'm kind of funny. I've never gotten a claim on the synopsis or the epilogue in these episodes here during the reviews. Yes, to YouTube bots, these are reviews, so you do not violate copyright. Oh, Greg says cheers. So, what did you think of the episode?
Very good.
Yeah.
Pretty good improvement on the last few episodes.
Oh yeah, I liked it. It went fast. It was smooth, like evenly paced. And it kind of shows like the hard times. It's kind of funny that everybody who visits the Waltons there always change for the better after they leave. Like they settled down in fucking upstate New York. They actually settled down and made a living for themselves, a good living.
Well, as good as you could in Mohawk Valley, New York in the 30s.
Yeah. They could change up that fight, but I'm giving this episode an A+.
I'll go a little bit below A.
Just because you wanted the fight to be a little bit more one-sided, make Job a lot more desperate.
Yeah, I would have gone with undercutting. I would have made Job and Hab a little bit more of a heel in the episode, a little bit more desperate, a little bit more underhanded.
Okay. Fair point. I was thoroughly entertained by this episode here. Let me look up here what you want to promote yourself while I look up our next episode?
All right. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Pacific time, Saturday morning cartoons. We'll have 4 episodes of the animated series Cops from 1988.
Oh, that sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. So, let's see. Okay, so our next episode is The Reunion. While John Boy is working at the Baldwin sisters' home, their scheming cousin Homer visits and takes off with much of the stock of the recipe. So that'll be a good one. Or should be a good one.
It's always a shame when the kind old bootleggers are ripped off by family.
Yeah. So, my next stream will be my for sure streams will be tomorrow. We will be we'll be watching 2 episodes of Babylon 5. I think we are on 7 and 8 for season 4. Then we're on our last month for Dog Month, which we'll be watching Call of the Wild. Then we'll be going to all 4 of the Matrix movies. Then we got Stranger Things episode 7. 7 of 9. We got episode 7 of 9. So that should be fun. I'm going to try to get another Random Thoughts with Gorilla, but as you can see, we've been busy with us. Yeah, if you've been watching my shorts, you can tell we got hit pretty hard here. So I got a lot of work ahead of me. Though,
yeah, you're in the middle of Snowmageddon 23.
No, I will say I think my neighbor remembered his ass chewing I gave him earlier this year. Because he plows the roads, the city roads and all that. Whenever we get these storms, he's the city snowplow driver, and I got pissed, and I finally just yelled it. But it's because every time I get the end of the driveway shoveled out, here they come with the snowplow, fill it right back in, and I just chewed their ass off. It's like every fucking time. But I was shoveling the end of the driveway. Here he comes with the snowplow. Well, I was backing up, but I was just giving him the damn look, getting ready to just fucking flip him off on that. That there. He stops the snowplow, backs it up, and runs it right up the boulevard, up to the tree there. Everything
like he's supposed to do.
Oh, he can't do that for every driveway, but he did that for the people who were out shoveling the end of their driveways because I think he figured I had to get to work. I still got to do the sidewalks and everything, and I don't know if I'm going to do the rest of the driveway or not. But I know I won't get a ticket for the sidewalk. Because if I get a ticket for that sidewalk, then every single person on that damn highway better get a ticket also. Because I only seen one place shovel the sidewalk on the highway there, and that would be the bar.
Well, of course, the bar.
Yeah, everywhere else they haven't shoveled their sidewalk once this winter. So they can
I don't even see the point of shoveling a sidewalk until spring. You shovel it 3 hours later, here comes another drift.
It's to keep people off the road from walking on the road. I especially don't want people walking on the highway.
You shouldn't have people outside. Your county should be in a deep, dark hole waiting for spring.
Oh, it's only -20 out.
Which is okay if you're a polar bear. Humans, no. Find a cave, ride it out.
Yeah, we are riding it out.
You're still going to work. The bar's still open. Why?
You really expect a bar to close down there in the winter?
I suspect all of you to freeze to death at this point. If we got 1/100th of the snowdrift you've gotten in the last week, there would be dozens, if not hundreds, of people dead and mass panic throughout the city.
Yeah. It was kind of funny. I had to explain to my southern friends what the freaking cold crank amps are on a battery. Maybe I should do a short on that. I think it'd be humorous.
Yeah.
But I just had to get a fresh battery this morning. I told the gas station there that I'd only buy a battery from them under one condition. They personally got to deliver it to me. Because my car wasn't moving. My charger took a shit. So
that's unfortunate.
Yeah. But anyhow, thank you, Oiler Greg, for coming. Oiler Greg, check out his channel. He has a bunch of spoiler-free reviews on his channel there. They're actually pretty interesting. It made me want to check out a couple movies there when I get some time. So yeah, make sure to check that out. And thank you, Pop Culture Curator, for coming. Pop Culture, on Mondays, he does Star Trek, the animated series there, where me, him, the Anti-Derivative Jill, and Scotty R37 review episodes of the animated Star Trek, the animated series. Then on Tuesdays, he's on Anti-Derivative Jill's channel, where him, Scotty R37, and Jill review Star Trek, the original series. Then on Sunday or Tuesday nights, which I'm not quite sure what movie they're reviewing this Tuesday. It's his horror sci-fi reviews. There, they've done Evil Dead movies, Nosferatu from 1922, then Invasion of the Body Snatchers. There, then on Wednesdays, me and him review 2 episodes of Gilligan's Island. So make sure to go check that out. Thank you, everybody, for coming, and remember to be a gorilla.